So today, done the TERAFAB sesh. Peter's getting his red winch done, so I'm going down there. George of Barra GU Insta fame is going to be there too. So yeah, I'm heading there now and we'll see what's going on. So here we are, TERAFAB. Does anybody remember this car? Does anybody? What are these tyres? Does anybody remember it? It's been a long time since I've seen it. Huh?
What's that?
Your car?
What about it?
Where has it been?
It's been in hiding, to be honest with you. Yeah. A baby does that to you, and obviously one breakdown. But yeah, at the moment we're going to, I blew the rear diff, which munched the locker.
But before that, you've done something to the engine, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Well, we put the water to meth on the ProCharge 67mm turbo on it, tuned it again and all this stuff. So yeah, it's been off the road for a while because it's been getting a few mods. So yeah.
And now diff gone?
It lasted under a month, which we know is going to be a bit of a problem for us at the power it's making. But I mean, because we're going to the high country, all we're going to do is we got a 4.3 in the front currently, with the front drive shaft out. So what we're going to do is put a 4.3 rear in the back, which is an LSD, just get us to the high country. I'll be on the 37s or whatever, so I'm going to struggle with no lockers, I reckon, with you boys, but it'll get me there. And then look at obviously changing the crown wheel and pinion of the 4.6 in the next couple of weeks and get a locker for it. So yeah, should be right.
Well, we want to see it on the tracks again, George. Would be good.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And then we've got Pierre, who's got his bar off, which he's modifying a little bit for the winch, which is over here, which is pretty bloody sexual, I'm gonna say. Red winch, Cobra. This thing's a beast. And what stage are you at, Peter?
Just moving. Just relocating my steering cooler so I can put the bar back on and fit the winch and then keep going with the wiring.
So we're going to try and get this back together for next weekend's high country trip. So it looks worse than it is. All right, I'll take your word for that. Because yeah, everything's out.
Quite a bit of confidence, but having said that,
yeah. I wouldn't mind. The only thing I'd like to do on mine is my wheel carrier is making a squeak, so whenever the plastic pinion fills up with dust, it makes this noise. So it's pretty annoying, so I might just unbolt that and clean it up.
I can feel it changing me. Go, moving down the stairs.
So you didn't say what you're doing. What are you doing today?
Oh, okay. So at the moment we got taking out the 3.9 rear and putting in a 4.3 diff center.
Yep.
That's got an LSD in it, which will match the current front. So it'll be 4.3.
Yep.
So we can go away. So all we're doing is the rear LSD 4.3 rear. I'm going to take these lights off the top here because they're pretty much shitting me. I'll leave these ones here and then just change this to an actual, the old light bar I had before. Just
Don't want the Mickey Mouse look anymore?
yeah, I'm kind of over it a little bit, to be honest with you. They're not even connected, so I'll just put them back on. And besides that,
What importantly though, are you gonna use these light covers on here, or are you gonna stick with the clear?
I think I might just put a poll up and ask people because it's such a nerve-wracking
An
thing.
Insta poll?
I have to,
All right.
Isn't that what we do?
No worries. I would stick with the clear personally.
No, I'll be sticking with clears. So.
Okay, great.
But yeah, besides that, I don't think there's anything else we really need to do. Oh, roof rack's got to go on before we go, so you will probably give me a hand.
Yep.
To get that up on the roof. So
I think Peter's got to do a roof rack too.
yeah, but Peter's too short. So
No, I mean for his.
Oh,
He's got to put one on his as
yeah,
well.
so we'll probably put the roof rack on for the trip. And then just obviously the 37s because I get around in the stockies on the road just to be a good boy. And I know it looks like crap, but it's a lot safer. I don't get heckled or hassled.
Sweet. And here we go, I guess. Give you a little bit of an idea what I carry in the car. So I've got a roll here. That's all my spanners. So that, I don't know why I've got a file in there, but I do. Then I've got this roll. Very hard to do this with one hand, but anyway. Then I've got this roll, so like wire cutters, multi-grips, a couple of sizes of screwdrivers, wire cutters, like pointy nose, whatever the hell those things are, the circlip things, and a socket wrench. And then I've just got my sockets in this, and a mallet, that's pretty handy. Barra GU rented that off me when we were in Tassie. His rims keep leaking, so he was just hammering it with that. Bit of lube, glove, some rags, locker line, fuel line, cable ties, and like a hex head set, but these double up as Allen keys as well. They fit in an Allen key, so that's pretty much all I use. Oh, and I've got this box full of bits and pieces. This is a double-sided box, so screws and hose clamps, bolts, plumber's tape, all sorts of little bits and pieces that come in handy. And this has sort of got me through most things. A little bit of wire, tank repair kit, lighter, test lights, bit of stuff for cabling, fuses. So yeah, that's basically what I run with for all trips. I don't really take spare parts. I take, like for me, this is really important to have that fuel line because as you guys, if you followed my adventures, you would have seen that I've busted my fuel line a couple of times. So that's basically what I carry in my toolbox. So I'll get to taking apart my wheel carrier now. So take the tyre off, then you've got a nut and then a locking nut as well, which is, that goes on first, the thicker one, then the locking nut goes over the top of that. That's all you've got to do to get these to where you need them. So open the door, get the closer off, and here is the piston and the problem, and that's where all the noise comes from. So just got to clean this out and clean the sleeve as well, and just put it back together. That's it. After taking this out, it's not this that's making the noise, it's this. So maybe I just need to lube up the hinge points. It's weird though, it's coming out here, the sound. Maybe I'll lube this up and see how we go. Put a bit of lube on there and noise disappeared. So didn't have to take this apart at all. But anyway, it's good to. I will need to clean this out every so often, because what you'll find with the Mantec wheel carriers is this was too tight for this. So especially when it was a hot day, I found that this would probably expand and make the wheel carrier really hard to open because it's connected to the door. So I ended up taking this plastic piston out, sanding it down a bit so it had a bit of movement in here. It was a bit freer. Now it's super smooth to open and never have problems on hot days anymore. But yeah, like I said, I just have to keep an eye on whether the piston fills up with stuff, dirt and grit and whatever. But yeah, didn't have to take it apart because all it needed was some lube on the hinges. That's my maintenance for the day. One side's out.
See these, they normally bend a bit and stuff.
Well,
and
it is got a little twist.
bit, but that's not too bad. The other side's a lot worse. So no, it's not too bad.
Little bit. Huh?
I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
So yeah, what's to go with these axles?
Well, they've got to come out to get the diff center out. So the rear's not too hard. I've only done them once before, about 2 weeks ago when we took out the 4.6. Rooster showed me how to do that. But we were up on a hoist, which made life a lot easier. So for anyone that's never pulled axles and centers out before, to be honest with you, I mean, once you see it get done once, I mean, as you know, we're not mechanics, and I'm not too mechanically minded, but if you see something, you know, if I see something done once, twice before, yeah, you pick up pretty quickly. So it's not something that I think is very difficult. The front's probably a little bit more harder because you'd have to pull out all your CVs and all that stuff as well, and the hubs. But besides that, yeah, this should be pretty easy.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And where's the diff center? Is that at Burnsy's place?
The
one you're going to be putting in?
The one that we're putting in today.
Are you putting it in today?
I've got one sitting here at the front, just
Oh, so that's going in now?
That's going in tonight.
Okay. All right. I think I saw that over here.
It's in a crate.
Yep. Here it is. So this is going in this evening. And then what? You're high country ready?
Pretty much. Then I've just got to do my winch switches.
Yep.
So just the switches for the winch need to get done, and roof rack 37s, and we should be good. Yeah, that's pretty bent.
That's got a nice twist in it.
See the bottoms? So,
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call power.
when we put the proper diffs back in, and
It's even got some shit in there.
yeah, the proper diffs go in, I'll put new axles in it. What's that for?
You've got some metal shaving
It
stuff.
is, isn't it?
That's not good.
No.
Maybe bring a spare one to the high country.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah. Even touching it feels
You can see, look, there.
shavings off it. And it's actually got.
Is it coming off the splines or is it coming
Yeah,
from inside
no,
there?
it feels like it's coming off the actual splines. You see this marker around here?
Yeah.
That wasn't there before, so
Yeah, that's on its. That's done.
yeah.
Next little thing it cops. Catch.
Well, that's just breaking off in my fingers.
It's going to be a Wacanides job.
Yeah. Well, what do I do now? We need to tonight.
We can put it in and then swap it out when you get
Yeah, don't do the triple on
I
that.
won't be doing the trip with that in there.
Yeah. So that wasn't like that
Even when
before.
you take it home, I wouldn't be booting it.
No. Because that, yeah, like I said, that's. I don't know whether that's like. I mean, look, we installed it right and everything, but.
No, that's just the power.
It's called power.
Yeah. Oh well. There you go. Got to find a rear passenger axle, and the spline's pretty well corked. Has anyone got a rear axle that I can use? Because there's no point putting this one back in. It is rooted.
Send them a picture.
Yeah, good point. So, by the way, this is what we do. We've got a, obviously, as you know, we've got a group of us that we all talk on WhatsApp, and you know, close little group of mates who talk every day. And if there's anything we sort of need or something goes wrong, we're always messaging each other and saying, "Look, can you help us out?" We've got a pretty good system. Just replace what you use. If someone's got something and you need it, rather than giving them money for it, no one wants money for it. They just want the part replaced. So when you get it, or you find it on Facebook Marketplace or wherever you find it, as long as you're actually replacing the part that you borrowed off your mate, everyone's pretty happy.
That's for all the patrol guys.
Yeah.
Being the only landy in the group, I don't have that set up, so
Yeah, but landies don't break down, do they?
no, they don't. The patrols do.
Very true.
So this is because of this. So this is our group message.
Yeah, that's ordinary. Look, it'd probably be alright, George, but where you're going, if you can get one, try and get one. Rooster will be your best bet. That's not great. I've seen worse. The one that's currently in my car now is worse. Actually, probably a fair bit worse. But 233 axles are weak and you got a lot of power. I don't know, man. It's not great.
George, I told you that was stuff when we put it back in the first time. You were meant to buy more.
I didn't know that. You're a dumb shit, George. You've got to learn to listen to us, mate. We know what we're talking about, you fucking dumbass. Greeks don't know everything, okay?
Anyway, that's a little insight into our group and the banter that goes on and the advice. So, yeah, I think he's going to have to get some new ones.
Please have one.
Guest appearance,
No, I owe you.
Mr. Gleno.
Is that for your frappe machine?
So,
Do you want some?
George has got this for his, what's this for, winch?
This isn't going to be happy when she goes to use the vacuum cleaner.
So it's, where do you get this from, the vacuum cleaner? Pinch it off the vacuum cleaner.
I got 2 core if you like. Yeah.
Well, that's what I asked for.
Where is it?
So I'm thinking something nice and easy, Glenn. Just here.
Show Damo your winch switch.
Show me the winch switch.
You know those missile rocker switches? So that's what
Fucking
every car with power's got.
James Bond.
Yeah, so
Nitrous.
you flick that and yeah,
Mad Max.
yeah, pretty much. So they're just going to go,
All those guys.
they're just going to be in here. So,
Yeah.
is that cool?
You're going to put them down there?
Yeah. Well, what were you thinking? Where
No,
does
I'm-
Defender 90 Orkney have them?
I've got mine up here.
Well, I want to have them where you've got them.
Well, put them. Can you?
Get rid of that.
Yeah.
Don't need
No,
that.
I
anyway.
needed the mister. Actually, I'm never looking back.
Even up. I just like them up higher. So like.
I honestly, shit aside, I thought while you're driving, you've got your gears here and this hit right here. So you can flick and then just press it in like this. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be right there.
Is that easy like for you?
For me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want it to be a job where we're pulling out the whole fucking dash and you only got an hour or so here, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean...
I just want it.
As long as you can get a hole in there. What's under there? That's the question. Can you physically fit the switches in there?
Oh, I get what you mean. I can't see it, but there's a switch already there. I can't see it being too difficult. And then this is pretty deep.
Well, you can feel on the road.
Yeah, there's room. Shitloads. Shitloads. Yeah.
300.
Ah, you seen that?
Wanker.
You wish you had that.
Just one question, Peter. Why did you use why didn't you use flat mat?
That's all I had.
That's bullshit.
It's all covered anyway, you won't see that.
Ah, okay, that's all.
It's the simple things, you know.
It's the simple things. So what's your next moves with this? So you put the bar back on, then what?
Put the bar back on, I'll put the winch in, I can bolt the winch up and then wire it all back.
So you've run all the wire already, yeah?
I've just got to run the thick 90mm cable from the winch to the back batteries.
Yep. And what do you got in the back batteries? What batteries have you got?
They're here, 2 Optimas.
Optimas. And they'll be charged?
With a red arc.
Cool.
Unfortunately, with the smart alternator system, it's just not going to be able to charge
do it.
through the alternator.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you want to talk about.
Oh, the hairdryer. No, I was just saying off camera as a shit stare to Damo. Have you seen my turbo?
The turbs there?
Alright, so that's the new turbo. So it's obviously a ProCharge 67mm turbo. They are pretty common to be used on a XR6 turbo engine or Falcon, and they're getting pretty good power out of them. So some of the guys are getting, I think, in the 6s or high 5s. Well, that's rear wheel kilowatt, that is. So yeah, see how we go with this. But at the moment we're being limited by my cooler and my exhaust. So I need a bigger cooler and I need a 4-inch exhaust.
So he can break more axles.
Yes.
The vacuum wire, you mean?
The vacuum cleaner, yeah. Mrs. won't be able to reach the back of the house now.
Yeah, that was going to the milkshake machine. The coffee machine at home. I just ripped out some wires from the house. Jumped up in the
You got to
roof.
do, you got to do.
So yeah, you just want me to run that across to here?
What do you got here? Switch?
This is so when Glenn goes, George knows what he's doing because he'll probably forget.
What do you got? 140 on one side, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Mil to a power.
So that's pretty much it for me for tonight. They're going to keep going. I think we got Rooster bringing down some axles for George, so he'll be sorted for the high country. Peter's, he's got a week to get this done, so we're pretty much ready for this trip. Mine's sorted, I don't have to do anything. So that is it.